Scorpio, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any other channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it, Scorpio. Happy new day, new week. Well, I guess we're halfway through at this point, but thank you always for your patience with me getting these out. I've kind of been readjusting a lot of my schedule. Aries season has the tendency to bring in just a lot of activity, a lot of intensity with its fire element. And we've been combating this against the heightened water element, that cluster of planets that's in Pisces, that's really highlighting difficulties in relationships, in dynamics, and forcing us to do the work, right? Just kind of, we can't get away with it. We can't get out of it. I mean, I guess there's always free will, 100%, but if we take the easy way out, a shortcut, etc., it can just like loop us back into that same karmic cycle. That's why I'm all about, sorting it out. It's not fun, but you're going to be way better off if you do. And it's giving us an opportunity to set the stage for how we want. The Pluto moving into Aquarius happened last October officially, and it's setting the stage for the next 20 years or so. How do you want that? How do you want your life to look? What kind of things are you inviting in? It's all about connecting with our hopes, our ideals, our proverbial wish fulfillment. And so right now we're in this stage of eliminating a lot of things, lots of changes that really just don't work, don't fit. That's why I like to start off with these energy cleansings, just kind of set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any of that block limitation we might be coming into. It's also a really good time to set your own intention, Scorpio, especially if you've come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over, be open to receive. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, etc. Or if you are just looking for more of a rebalancing of self, mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're in that space of feeling good, feeling strong, supported within self, that's when we're making decisions that are actually leading towards our happiness and fulfillment. Not that stuff that's short-lived or, promises something big that it can't really deliver. We'll be able to sense through those things when we're in a state of alignment. I would be happy, honored to help support in whatever way possible. If you're interested, definitely hit me up. All that info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Mama Love. All right, Scorpio. So it's, the water element, like I've been saying a lot, has really been highlighted. We're moving into Taurus season, end of the week. So it's really giving us an opportunity to ground into ourself. What does that mean? It means just become a little bit more solid, stable with what's going on. We can't necessarily take away people, situations that are popping off, reacting badly, but what that's doing is it's highlighting the blind spots, right? It's highlighting those places that we might not be paying attention to, that we might not see, and that we have to be really aware of, which again is not very fun when we're going through it, when we're realizing, oh, I didn't even see this. I didn't even recognize that this could be a problem and issue. But with it being highlighted, it's helping you. It's helping you with your direction. It's helping you with how you are going to be moving forward. Things are changing. I love that you're getting the wheel as your overarching energy. The readings have been heavy for a minute, and especially when we're dealing with relationships 100% that are looking completely different than like what we had even anticipated, or even just like, even if it is long-term, like we've been seeing people just kind of pop off. I know I say that a lot, but just like different sides of them is maybe a better way to say it. And parts that are not very fun, parts that are ugly, parts that are hidden, that no shade, you know, it's just hard to go through. It's hard to go through, and you've kind of had to separate yourself, give yourself some level of autonomy because you don't want to play the game, right? As people are showing you who and what they are, it is pushing you, it is encouraging you, inspiring you in a direction to go it alone. Like you're not sacrificing yourself, which I really love, Scorpio. We've been seeing this a little bit more as well, especially as we're moving into Taurus season, where even though shitty things are happening in relationships, it's giving us the inspiration, the power to overcome, right? And that's exactly what it looks like you're doing. And there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of bright things on the horizon. But there is some more pieces to move through. And some of this I do feel, or what I'm hearing for you, Scorpio, is this is about your belief system. What do you deserve? Do you believe that you deserve prosperity and abundance, good things? Or are you kind of getting yourself tangled into these situations that are the same over and over and over again? And that's kind of where those blind spots are helping us, because when we're seeing people, situations show up in a certain way, manipulate, control, dictate, regulate, whatever it might be, it's a chance for us to stand in our power and kind of find where that disconnect is playing out and then choose new action accordingly. But you are standing up against people, situations that are not making this very easy. I'm hearing this is even kind of like shaking your foundation of stability, whether the disconnect is happening in home, family, finances, prosperity. Well, it does say prosperity is in your block, but definitely like, and it doesn't have to be money, right? I mean, I think we're all kind of, money's been a little wonky lately, but this is just a lot about like you feeling safe and secure within self. But I think a lot of this has come because you don't know who you can trust, right? You don't know who you can rely on. And I feel like, okay, I like this. Someone's coming your way. Someone's coming your way to kind of help you out. I feel like kind of take some of the shoulder or some of the burden, some of the shoulder off your burden. No, some of the burden off your shoulders, which I feel like is a breath of fresh air. It's a sigh of relief, but there's still parts of you that are hesitant from where you've come from, hesitant from what someone wants, what their motivations are. You've had to really rely on yourself, right? On your own sense, your own feeling. And it hasn't been easy, especially with this Tower card. You're willing though, like, I don't know, it looks like you're willing to kind of do what you, like you're willing to let things fall apart if that's what they need. Like you're just not, I don't get this energy from you this week, Scorpio. Like you're just not playing into the bullshit, right? Like you have a very specific opinion about how things are. 100%. I love this. The cards never lie. And I don't know. Okay, so two things, right? And we've seen this a lot, past karmas. We're wrapping up some of these cycles. We're wrapping up some of these things that have been hanging over our heads, lingering for quite some time. This is something that you've definitely put up a lot of boundaries around. It does still look like you're hashing out some of the details, but someone, I don't know, someone wants to come and clear the air and help bring understanding as to why things were the way that they were. But at the same time, I don't know, this is someone who is very secretive, who doesn't really like to share a lot about themselves. I don't know. They didn't want the same thing as you. They didn't want the same thing as you. And it caused a lot of messiness. There was like a lack of communication. Someone was hiding their truth. And I feel like it made things worse, right? Like, whatever the relationship dynamic was before, you thought it was one thing. And then as you started putting up your boundaries, holding your ground, then the other side of them came out. And it was a side that wasn't so pretty. And I feel like they know this. This feels like someone who maybe just like has a lot of trouble, like managing their life, managing their daily to-dos, and gets angry when people challenge that, gets angry when like you question that, or because you have set certain boundaries. I feel like this person thought that they could get away with a lot of things because of the connection, right? They were taking advantage of how you felt about them, how you would, support them, show up for them. They just assumed it was always going to be there. And I feel like you kind of flipped the script as well. As much as I'm seeing them flipping their script, so have you, right? Like maybe you were really into this connection for a long time, and it looks like you've definitely separated yourself. And like I said, now the wheel is turning, and there's a lot of really good things on the horizons. And I feel, or on the horizon, as you push for, like your success is found in you pursuing your own victories, right? Like your success, I know that kind of is just true without saying, right? But this is about like getting out of the loop, getting out of the over and over and over again, and actually finding new ways to endeavor, new ways to approach what you want. And I don't know that you're finding it with the past, because I'm also seeing this other relationship pop up. And it's basically saying that as you kind of, again, pursue your own success, meaning like, yes, you can put this person into the equation just because it's, a good thing to do, right? Like we want to be empathetic and understanding, even if they're not giving you that. But at the same time, this is really about like what makes sense for you, because you can't take responsibility for someone's lack of communication or them hiding, them lying. I feel like, and I feel like kind of their lies are destructive. That's how it's coming through. Like they were painting a picture to you in one way, and in reality, they felt a different way. But instead of just acknowledging it and owning it, they actually just went along with it and could see what they could get out of you. And again, it looks like you're aware of a lot of this. I think it's coming up because this cycle hasn't completely closed out, and it's in the process of moving forward. It's in the process of closing out, not to be redundant. But I also feel like Spirit's saying, pursue the new. Like, not figure out, but make some plans. Like, make some actual plans for yourself that are going to, whether it's signing up for a class, meeting some new people, starting that side hustle, pursuing a hobby, whatever it is for you. That's what Spirit's saying. Do that kind of stuff. It's opening the door for something really beautiful that you're creating. And I feel like definitely these partnerships, relationships that are like hanging around the corner that really want to connect with you. But it's getting out of the cycle, right? Like I've said a bajillion times during this reading, really listening to your own life, the pilgrim, opportunities, growth. So it is a pilgrimage. This reminds me of like how life is a journey. It's not linear. It's not one stopping point and then we're done, right? Like there's so many different stops along the way. I feel like some of what you're experiencing with these past karmas is part of that journey. It's setting the foundation for what is to come. But at the same time, like Spirit's really asking you to invest into that, into what is to come. Not necessarily what is in the past, because the past is closing out, right? The wheel is turning. You have bright prospects in front of you. And that's what you need to focus on. And part of kind of going back into the past or keeping that cycle alive is really blocking, hindering your prosperity. And I feel like you kind of know this. You look like you're a little over and done with this. Maybe you're giving someone the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you're giving them a lot of chances. That's what they want. I would say walk mindfully, walk cautiously. We have this 5 of Swords, so really make sure that you have your boundaries in place for your own sanity. It's going to make navigating this a lot easier and smoother for you, even if they don't like it. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much for your time, energy always. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, just say hey, share in a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the blessings, all the support that you bring to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.